David Burns, everyone. Next up is familiar face Patrick Jones.
Thank you, everybody.
Then we're going to do Johnny and then you.
I guess while people are still here and listening, David, David Burns, and I love working with David and Jacob. I teach guitar at the Main Street Music, which is a whole lot of fun, and I get to meet a whole lot of people. I wanted to say a quick thing about this Edgar Winter concert. My first big one I went to was his brother Johnny Winter, and I love that. So we have that whole thing. But I wanted to say something cool about Edgar Winter, and it deals with Beacon. And the thing is that some of you remember Connie Hogarth. Right? Well, Connie Hogarth has a son named Ross Hogarth, who is producing the tribute album of Johnny Winter and has been working with Edgar Winter extensively. And it just came out. So that is a bit, Ross Hogarth, who's from the community here, has produced that Edgar Winter, Johnny Winter tribute. So I figured I'd let you guys know that. Yeah. Okay. So, I might tweak it a little bit. So anyway, I think I'm going to say a little thing about myself. I spent a lot of time in my early youth playing in little pubs and speakeasies all through New England. And the moral of this story is that you got to be careful about the songs that you sing, cover tunes, because they might come true, some of these cover songs. So I used to go through there, and I used to love this song called Early Morning Rain. Everybody knows this song, and it's a good song. And I would sing it and kind of imagine what it would be like to be stuck out on the tarmac. And I could kind of relate to it, and I kind of felt I get into feeling sorry for myself a little bit, and kind of, putting it out there, and people say, it's a good song, you could buy him a beer, That's great. Well, I got lucky, or so I think, sometime, and I got a job with Jesus Christ Superstar. It was a national tour, and I was playing in Phoenix, Arizona, after playing all around the country, and I was in there at this place, I think they called it the Celebrity Theater or the Public Theater or something, and in the back they had a bunch of free beer, and we all, at the end of the show, not before the show, but after the show, we had a bunch of beers, and we had a great time, and then we had to get on the bus and play the next show, which is Glendale, California, from Phoenix. So we all got on the bus, about 25 of us, and started heading on out to town. And right before we got on the big, long trek, when you go out of Phoenix, you go on up, and you get on I-5, and you're right in the middle of the desert, and you go through, some people know where that is, and you just take it, you go up there and go through Winslow, Arizona, standing on the corner of Winslow, and you take that, and that takes you all the way through Needles and, the Mojave Desert and, the Death Valley, and then you get up through there, and then you're in L.A., you're over the mountains. And Chris is going, come on with the story. Come on. Well, I'll tell you what happened. I decided to stop off at the 7-Eleven, a bunch of us, to get some stuff for the ride, and I decided to get some prunes. That's as far as I'm going to go with that part of it. But there were some people, and they were ahead of me, and I decided to go back and get some sunflower seeds or something. And I went outside, and the bus was gone. And it was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and the bus was gone. I didn't believe it. I went back to where they keep the milk and everything, and there's got to be a door here someplace. I opened up the milk. There's no bus there. Went over where the ice cream was, no bus there. Went outside, I go, they're going to miss me. Eventually, they'll come back and get me, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited. And around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, the sun starts coming up. Someone called the 7-Eleven, and they say, is somebody named Pat Jones here? And I said, yeah, it's me. And it was the producer from New York, and he said, Pat, we're not coming back to get you. We're getting another guitar player, but if you can make it in time, you got to get to the, how much money do you got? I go, I got $13. And he goes, listen, take down this credit card number on a piece of paper, write it out, and he took a cab up to the Phoenix airport. I hadn't been asleep at all, and went to the ticket counter, and lady, I said, I would like to buy a ticket to Los Angeles, and I'm going to pay for it with this credit card. He gave the number on the piece of paper, and the lady said, I'll be right back. And out come a bunch of federal agents that arrested me and put me in the back room, and they started asking me, who's the president of the United States? What's your name? Pat Jones. Okay, what's your real name? Yeah. They go, where are you coming from? Is this Massachusetts driver's license? You said you come from New York, but you got a Massachusetts license. What is that like? Where are you go? So they grilled me and talked to me for about 20 minutes, and I hadn't been to sleep. And I was getting real tired, and finally I thought I was going to jail, and they finally said, okay, we ran your license, Mr. Jones. I guess you're okay. You can go. And I go, great. Can I go get my ticket? He goes, no, you must leave the airport. So it cost me $8 to get to the airport. I had $5 left to my name, and I had to walk out of the Phoenix airport and start hitchhiking to try to make it to Glendale, California from like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And the show was a couple hours. And I didn't know if I was going to make it. I hitchhiked. I got on up to I-10, and a guy named Pat Boone's brother-in-law picked me up. I was so tired. I was passing out, and he had me read the Bible to him while we drove across the desert. And he says, Pat, there's a reason for this. I'm still trying to figure out the reason, but that really happened. But Pat Boone's brother-in-law decided, in the kindness of his heart, to drive me to the Glendale Theater, and I went there. There was a guy there, and I made it. But anyway, so that's why now when I sing the song, it has a whole new meaning. In the early morning rain, with $1 in my hand, with an aching in my heart, and my pockets full of sand. I'm a long ways from home, and I miss my loved ones so. In the early morning rain, with no place to go, out on runway number 9, big 707 set to go. But I'm stuck here on the grass, where the cold wind blows. Stand over here. Where the liquor tasted good, and the women all work fast. Well, there she goes, my friend. She's going down at night. This old airport's got me down. It's no earthly good to me, 'cause I'm stuck here on the ground, cold and drunk as I can be. You can't jump a jet plane like you can a freight train. So I best be on my way in the early morning rain. You can't jump a jet plane like you can a freight train. So I best be on my way in the early morning rain. Come on up, come on up. I am the backseat driver from America. They drive to the left on Falls Road, and the driver behind the wheel's name is Abdul. We pass a child on the corner he knows, and Abdul says, now what chance is that kid got? I say from the back, I don't know. He said they barbed wire at all of these exits, and there ain't no place in Gaza for that kid to grow. And it's a hard life, very hard life, a hard life wherever you go. 'Cause if we poison our children with hatred, then it's a hard life, that's all that they'll know. And there ain't no place in Gaza for that kid to go. Cafeteria line in Chicago, a fat man in front of me. He's calling brown people trash to his children, but he's the only trash here I see. And I think that that man wears a white hood, and at this night when his children are asleep, but they'll slip to the window and they'll see him, and they'll think that white hood's all they need. 'Cause it's a hard life, a very hard life, a hard life wherever you go. 'Cause if we poison our children with hatred, then it's a hard life, that's all that they'll know. And there ain't no place in Chicago for that kid to go. I was a child from the 60s, where dreams could be held through TV. There was Disney and Cronkite and Martin Luther, and I believed. Now I'm a backseat driver from America, and I am not at the wheel of control. But I'm guilty that it's war and the root of all evil. And Lord, I can't drive on the right side of the road. 'Cause it's a hard life, a very hard life, a hard life wherever you go. 'Cause if we poison our children with hatred, then it's a hard life, that's all that they'll know. And there ain't no place in this world for that kid to grow.
Oh my God.
All right.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Sorry, it went on. Okay.
Oh man.
Man. Jake, we're going to have to buy you a set of strings, man. Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
I know a good place to buy them.
I think so.
Yeah, where?
Save it to you.
Where? Great music.